Welcome to Oculus of the Wise, Chosen One. I need you to stop. Whatever your hands are doing right now, let them rest. Whatever tab you are about to open, close it. Whatever thought was pulling you somewhere else, release it. Because what I uncovered while preparing this message made me sit in total silence for almost an hour. And I do not sit in silence easily. Something is happening to you right now. Not tomorrow, not next month, right now, in this exact season of your life, and you have no idea how loud it has become in the spiritual realm. I am not here to entertain you. I am here because a record was opened, a record with your name on it, and what was written inside it caused a reaction in the celestial hierarchy that has not occurred in thousands of years. But I cannot start there. If I told you what happened first, you would not believe it. So I need to build the bridge that gets you there. And that bridge starts with something you did that you do not even remember doing. Think about last Tuesday, or last month, or 3 months ago. There was a moment, and you know exactly which one I mean, when you were alone. Maybe it was 2 in the morning. Maybe it was in your car after a conversation that gutted you. Maybe it was in the shower when the water was loud enough to cover the sound of you finally breaking down. In that moment, something hit you. Not a physical blow, something worse. A weight landed on your chest that had no medical name. Your throat locked shut. Your eyes burned, but no tears fell because somewhere along the way you learned to swallow the cry before it reached your face. And in that darkness, with nobody watching, nobody to perform for, nobody who would ever know what you chose, you did something that shook the foundations of the invisible world. You did not break. I need you to understand what that means, not in the motivational poster sense, not in the way people throw around the word resilience like confetti. I mean something happened inside you in that moment that triggered an event in dimensions your eyes cannot reach, an event so significant that it was flagged, documented, and escalated through ranks of celestial authority until it reached beings who have existed since before time had a name. But before I reveal what that event was and why it matters more than anything you will hear this year, I need to destroy a lie that has been living inside your head for so long you mistake it for being realistic. The lie is this: that you are not special enough for heaven to truly care about you, that you are just one among 8 billion, that your problems are small compared to the wars and famines and disasters that fill the news, that your private pain is insignificant on the cosmic scale. You know where that lie comes from. It comes from the same force that has been trying to destroy you since before you were born. Because if you truly knew what you are, you would be so dangerous to darkness that they could not even get close. That is why they invest so heavily in making you feel small. Because a chosen one who knows their identity is a weapon with no possible defense. Now, let me take you somewhere most people never get to see. There is a realm of spiritual observation that operates continuously around chosen ones. Angels assigned to specific souls, documenting every response, recording every choice, tracking every internal battle that humans fight without anyone in the physical world ever knowing. Most of what gets recorded follows predictable patterns. Humans experience pain. They respond with pain. They encounter betrayal. They breed bitterness. They face injustice. They marinate in resentment. These patterns have been consistent since the beginning of human existence. But occasionally, something gets recorded that does not fit any established category. Something that makes celestial observers pause their documentation and request consultation from higher ranks. Your file triggered that request, not because you did something wrong, because you did something they could not classify. There is a phenomenon in spiritual physics that most humans never learn about. Energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed. When someone directs negative energy toward you, hatred, jealousy, manipulation, betrayal. That energy has to go somewhere. It does not evaporate. Most humans absorb it. They take it in, let it poison them from the inside, and either hold on to it until it makes them sick or redirect it towards someone else who did not deserve to receive it. This is the normal human pattern. This is what darkness expects. This is what darkness counts on. Because when you absorb negativity and either internalize it or pass it forward, you become part of the distribution system of darkness itself. You become unknowingly a carrier, a host, a link in a chain that keeps pain circulating through the human realm. But you did something different, something that caught celestial attention because it should not have been possible without years of intentional spiritual training. What you did has a name in celestial records. They call it frequency dominion, and mastering it is what caused the event I mentioned at the beginning. Frequency dominion is the ability to receive negative energy directed at you and transmute it into something entirely different before it can corrupt your core. Not blocking it, not deflecting it, transmuting it. There is a massive difference. When you block negative energy, it bounces back to its sender unchanged. Same frequency, same destructive potential, just redirected. When you deflect it, it hits someone else who was not involved. But when you transmute it, you take what was meant to be poison and you transform it into medicine. You change its fundamental nature. Darkness directed at you becomes light that emanates from you. Hatred sent your way becomes compassion that flows through you. Curses aimed at your life become blessings that multiply around you. And you mastered this without even knowing you were learning. Think back to the last several months. Situations where someone genuinely wanted to see you fail. Someone whose eyes revealed satisfaction at your struggles. Someone who spoke words designed to define you, limit you, erase your reputation. Or maybe it was circumstances that seemed specifically engineered to break your spirit. Everything going wrong simultaneously. Every door closing at once. Every hope being disappointed in rapid succession. In those moments, something happened inside you that you might not have consciously registered. Instead of letting the attacks determine your internal state, something within you processed them differently. You felt the pain. I am not saying you did not. This is not about being numb. You recognize the injustice. This is not about being naive, but somewhere in that process, before the negativity could root itself in your soul, a transformation occurred. You did not become bitter, you became wiser. You did not become hateful, you became more discerning. You did not become closed off, you became more intentional about who deserves access to you. The same experience that would have destroyed someone else became development for you. The same attack that would have corrupted someone else became curriculum for you. The same poison that would have killed someone else became vaccination for you. This is frequency dominion in action, and heaven recorded it. Now here is where everything converges into the event that shook the celestial realm. If this is resonating with something deep inside you, if you recognize yourself in what I am describing, drop a comment right now. Write the words, "I am still here," not for me, for you. Because the act of declaring that publicly, in a space where heaven is already watching, activates something in your conscious awareness that passive listening cannot. Let me tell you about a being most people have completely misunderstood. Take that picture you have of Archangel Michael, the religious postcard, the little saint with white wings and a serene face. The plaster statue on a shelf, that harmless, decorative being that popular religion turned into a spiritual ornament. Throw it away, because that is not Michael. That is a cartoon religion created to domesticate something that cannot be domesticated. Michael is the oldest and most devastating being in the entire celestial hierarchy. A warrior forged before the universe had formed, before light existed to separate from darkness. His name in Hebrew is a question that functions as a declaration of war. Who is like God? not a philosophical reflection, a battle cry that echoes before entire armies of darkness cease to exist. In Revelation 12, verse 7, there is a record of war in heaven itself. Michael and his angels against the dragon and his forces. Michael faced the most powerful being who ever rebelled against the Creator and won without stepping back, without hesitating, without a single expression changing on his face. And in the entire span of his existence, in all the millennia of uninterrupted cosmic war, Michael never showed an emotion. Not one, not because he was incapable of feeling, because nothing in all of creation was enough to break the composure of a warrior of this caliber. Civilizations were born and turned to dust before his eyes. Empires that dominated continents were razed and destroyed while he watched. Billions of human beings lived and died under his gaze, and his face did not change, not once. Until the moment your file was updated, when the report of your frequency dominion reached the highest levels of the celestial hierarchy, when the documentation of what you did in that private moment of pain was reviewed by beings who have watched humanity since its inception, something unprecedented happened. Your guardian angel had flagged the moment, noted the specific circumstances, noted the internal battle you fought, noted the choice you made that nobody in the physical world could see, and that report was escalated until it reached Michael himself. And this is the part that made me sit in silence, not because it was funny. That true strength is not measured in victory. It is measured in the ability to transmute darkness into light when everything says you should be destroyed. And an eternal warrior who destroyed empires without blinking looked at your file and thought, this human is doing something I have never witnessed in all of existence. The Apostle Paul wrote in 1 Corinthians 49 that we have become a spectacle to the whole universe, to angels and to human beings alike. The original Greek word is theatron, where the word theater comes from. You are the protagonist of a story being followed with an intensity your brain cannot comprehend. And the letter to the Hebrews confirms it. Chapter 1, verse 14. Angels are ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation, sent not randomly assigned, sent with a defined mission, with direct orders from the throne. Michael does not watch over you because he has nothing better to do. He observes you because you are his personal mission. Now I need to tell you why the enemy himself became obsessed with your case. In the hierarchy of darkness, there are systems of surveillance, just like there are in heaven. Demons assigned to monitor specific humans, reports filed, strategies adjusted. Most of it operates routinely. But demons assigned to you started filing unusual reports. The attacks they launched were not just failing. They were returning as something different. Energy sent to corrupt was coming back transformed. Like you had some kind of spiritual filtration system they could not penetrate. At first they thought it was angelic interference, but when they investigated further, they discovered the transformation was not happening through external protection. It was happening inside you. You were the filtration system. And when the devil himself reviewed your case, he did not order increased attacks. He ordered observation, study, analysis. He wanted to understand how you were doing this. Because the enemy was once the highest angel, he had access to divine presence in ways other angels could only wonder about. But when he fell, he lost certain capabilities permanently. One capability fallen angels fundamentally cannot access is transmutation. They can destroy, they can corrupt, they can twist and pervert and poison, but they cannot transform darkness into light. That direction of transformation is permanently closed to them. This is why your ability fascinated him. You, a human being with all the limitations humans carry, developed a capacity that he with all his original power and ancient knowledge can never access again. You can do something he cannot, and it is driving him to a level of frustration that has completely shifted how dark forces approach you. His best analysts examined your case, and their report came back with a conclusion that infuriated him. This ability cannot be replicated through their methods because it emerges from a foundation they do not possess. The foundation of transmutation is love, not romantic love, the kind of love that exists as the fundamental frequency of creation itself. Fallen entities severed themselves from this creative love when they rebelled. They can never access it again. So no matter how much they study you, they can never replicate what you do naturally. You have something the devil desperately wants, but can never have. If you have made it this far, if something inside you is confirming that every word of this was meant for you, hit the like button right now, not as a casual gesture, as a declaration. Every time you press that button on a message like this, you are signaling to the algorithm and to the spiritual realm that this truth matters, that it deserves to reach others who are still lost in the lie that they are insignificant. And if you are not subscribed to Oculus of the Wise yet, this is not a coincidence that you are here. Subscribe and turn on all notifications, because what gets revealed on this channel does not get repeated anywhere else, and missing the next message could mean missing the exact word you need at the exact moment you need it. Now, let me show you the 3 things that happened in the spiritual realm when Michael laughed because of your file. First, your level of protection changed in nature. Before, you were a military assignment. Now you are something personal. The difference between protection by duty and protection by bond is like the difference between a hired security guard and an older brother protecting family. The guard clocks out. The brother has no shift, no limit. If lately you have noticed chronic problems dissolving without your intervention, toxic people distancing themselves without confrontation, impossible situations resolving on their own, now you know why. Second, your spiritual field was marked. When a high-ranking celestial being expresses emotion in direct connection with you, your energy field becomes imprinted with their frequency. Like a signature, an invisible mark that identifies you in the spiritual world as someone under superior level protection. The forces of darkness detect this mark. They know what it means. They know what happens to whoever attacks someone marked by an archangel with personal reasons to protect. This explains why in recent times the opposition in your life started retreating without you doing anything special. Third, and this is the most important, your destiny was accelerated. When heaven celebrates something about your life, timelines compress, doors programmed to open in years open in weeks. Connections planned for your future move forward to your present. Mental clarity that appeared as if someone cleaned a foggy window. Ideas that wake you at 2 a.m. with surgical precision. Apparently random encounters with people who say exactly the phrase you needed to hear. This is active acceleration. Your timeline being compressed because the signal was given. This one is ready. Under normal circumstances, chosen ones receive their assignments according to careful timelines, years of preparation before major responsibilities. But accelerated fulfillment changes everything. Heaven has decided you have demonstrated enough to warrant faster advancement. Blessings scheduled for later seasons are being moved up. Opportunities that were not supposed to appear for years are being released now. You have probably already started noticing it. Movement in areas that had been stagnant, progress that does not match the effort you put in because it is being supplemented by acceleration that has nothing to do with your striving and everything to do with your proven character. But I need to warn you about something critical. After hearing all this, you are going to feel something expanding inside you, a certainty that did not exist before. And in the next hours or days, a situation will arrive designed to rip away exactly what you just received. It might come as a fight that escalates for no reason, a painful memory that resurfaces out of nowhere. A person from your past who reappears to drag you into a cycle you thought you had overcome. And the voice of doubt will whisper, "See, nothing changes. You are the same as always." When that arrives, and it will arrive, because it is the standard response of darkness to every spiritual advance, I need you to do one thing: laugh. Not a forced chuckle, a real laugh from the deepest part of you, the same kind of laugh that broke the composure of an eternal warrior, because that laugh is your most lethal weapon. Psalm 126 says it clearly, "Then our mouths were filled with laughter, and our tongues with songs of joy." Look at the sequence. First the laughter, then the nations recognized what God did. The laughter did not come after the blessing as celebration. The laughter preceded the recognition of the blessing. It was the signal. It was the frequency that activated the next phase. Your ability to laugh in the middle of chaos is not a sign of immaturity. It is prophetic. It is your spirit declaring victory before your eyes confirm it. And when darkness tries to convince you that you are nobody special, laugh, because that laugh is what shook heaven. And if it shook heaven, it can shatter any attack fabricated against you. Now remember what I asked you to do at the beginning. I asked you to stop everything, to let your hands rest. Look at those hands right now. Those hands are not just flesh and bone. They have held a lot of heavy things in this life. They have clenched into fists when the world gave you every reason to quit. They have wiped tears when nobody was watching. Every line is a map of your resistance. Every callus is proof that you worked when nobody saw. Every scar is the seal of a battle you won alone, without an audience, without a medal. And at this moment, while you are looking at your own hands, Michael is looking too, at the same hands, at the same time, and he sees what you cannot see. That these hands you think are ordinary are the hands that held what the entire universe tried to rip away from you: your faith, your essence, your sacred stubbornness to keep being who you are when the world screamed for you to be someone else. And an eternal warrior who has destroyed armies without blinking looks at those hands and knows they are stronger than his sword, because his sword destroys enemies. But your hands do something no celestial weapon can. They hold, they endure, they do not let go, even when it would hurt less to release. This is why you were shown this message today, not by accident, not by algorithm, by assignment. You are a frequency master who has been transmuting darkness into light without fully knowing what you were doing. The enemy knows it. Heaven documented it. Michael confirmed it with a laugh that echoed through dimensions. And now you know it too. You are going to encounter people who are where you used to be. Drowning in negativity they do not know how to process. Circulating pain because they never learned to transmute it. Your presence in their lives will offer another option. Not through lectures, through frequency, through the living demonstration of someone who receives pain and releases peace. They will notice something different about you. They will wonder how you stay stable when everything shakes. And in their wondering, they will become open to learning what you have mastered. This is how frequency dominion spreads. Not through teaching, primarily through demonstration. You are not just a master for yourself. You are a master who will produce other masters. This is your legacy, not just what you achieve personally, but the transmutation capacity that spreads through everyone you influence. If this revelation burns something permanent into your spirit, write 777 in the comments right now. That number is not random. It is the biblical number of divine completion, and writing it is your conscious declaration that you accept what heaven has already recorded about you. Share this video with one person, just one who you know is fighting alone right now and needs to hear that their pain is not meaningless. That heaven has been documenting every battle they thought was invisible. Do not scroll past this instruction. That one share might be the exact moment their timeline accelerates to. You are not just watching a video, You are participating in something that was orchestrated before you pressed play. Subscribe to Oculus of the Wise and turn on every notification, because the revelations on this channel are sequential. Each one builds on the last. Missing one is not like missing an episode of a show. It is like missing a step on a staircase that was built specifically for your ascent, and the next message that is being prepared right now contains the specific details of your next assignment, the one that heaven is already positioning you for. Click on the video appearing on your screen right now to discover what that assignment is and why everything you have survived was preparation for exactly this moment. Together, we rise.